Good morning, everyone. It's June 5th, 2017. I hope you guys had a great weekend. So, I just want to first give off a little market recap of what's happening right now. The most interesting is that gold is actually here gapping up. It's up a fifth of a percent, 1283 current price. Silver, however, is negative here. But I want to touch on also oil. Oil is down 0.82%, 47.24 current price. So what happened was um, Saudi Arabia and a few other OPEC countries essentially, this is old news, granting the fact that this has been happening for a while, accused Qatar of, sponsoring terrorism and it cut off all foreign diplomatic policy uh, with that country. So it's speculated that Qatar may go ahead and ignore OPEC guidelines and just pump more oil. So that's why I think oil is coming down. It's because essentially they're accusing Qatar, all the other Middle Eastern countries, accused Qatar of sponsoring terrorism, and now they cut off all communications, and now we see oil drop here. Depending on what chart you're looking at, I see it down 0.84% here to 47.26. Um, Natural gas as well is down. Copper is down, but also sugar is up. Why is sugar up? It's likely because of this Mexico trade tariff situation. So that's why sugar is up a decent amount. We have a few more reports coming in. So we have a report at 9:45, and we have a report at 10 o'clock. Those are, the services PMI and the ISM non-manufacturing PMI. We had unit labor costs come in at a miss at 2.2 versus 2.5 expected. Non-farm productivity coming in at 0% versus expected. That was a beat as expected, negative 0.2%. So we had a few reports this morning that were beats. But actually, we had one report that was a beat, one report that was a miss, and now we're just waiting 40 minutes until market composite PMI and ISM non-manufacturing employment. S&P futures here down 0.1%, Nasdaq down 0.12%. VIX, it's up 4%, back over 10. Remember, we closed pretty low here. I think it was in the 70s. Here on Friday for the VIX. Again, the VIX is getting lower and lower. Forex, UJ. The euro is down a third of a percent, 1.1240. The pound is relatively flat, up 0.09%. UJ is up 0.24%, 110.66. Bitcoins rising throughout the weekend, 2,580, up 1.7%. USD CAD pretty much relatively flat, 1.3491. So this is a quick market recap before everything opens. The time is 9:06. We're getting settled down here, and I'll be back in just a moment. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, E.
What's up? What's up? How you doing, people? Are we keeping silent this session or what?
Good morning, everyone. Guys, so we went up. Let's see. I think we were around 1277, so I think we can still go up another $8 or so from here if we're still if we were still trying to consider the $10 range here. So again, we open up here at 1279 ish looks like. So and we close around here, so we can expect maybe 1289 if we go up, or 1269 if we go down. That would be the range of a $10 move here in gold. Again, UJ is relatively flat here, up a fifth of a percent. But granted, we had that huge drop over on Friday, over the NFP report, the non-farm payroll miss on Friday. Uh, this is expected. They can't bounce. This looks like a bear flag here. We're just going to see when this is going to break. Essentially, there's going to be, higher lows, higher highs here, and it's going to create this little flag-like pattern. So we just gotta watch for that to form out today. So I'll write down a note. Watch bear flag question mark, and I'll write this down because we don't know what's gonna happen here. So we're watching this bear flag here. Again, this is the poll here. So I'm gonna start putting intricate notes on everything. How was my trip this weekend? I'm not there yet. I'll be in Vegas tomorrow. U.S. oil here. So we have uptrend break. I want to see this go back to this 46.80, retest the lows that we had a couple days ago. So my U.S. oil put's probably looking pretty here. GC1 again. This is the breakout from GC1, guys. We finally broken out of here. That's the monthly. I'm gonna show you the weekly real quick. This is the weekly. So the weekly looks very, very nice, right? Essentially, the last few times in the past for gold, the breakout has been denied, as seen through here. Oh shoot, my bad. As seen through here, and as seen through here. But this is essentially like one of the 3, 4, or 5 times. Um, this is like the fifth time. Let's try this breakout. So let's see if it wants to work or not. Because so far it's been denied from this for quite a bit now. So I just want to see here. Be very confident for the Bulls if we indeed are able to break through here. That one's broken. That's broken. Yep. So all those. It looks like we're trying to break out here. We just need to go higher. Am I streaming tomorrow? Yes, I will be streaming tomorrow. Good morning, Yellow. I'm just gonna run over the news here real quick. Jada got 1.52. Jump Nugget up 0.89. Pretty pathetic showing up by miners here still. So there was a terrorist attack over the weekend. I forgot to mention that. You guys probably already know at this point. There were 3 guys, I think, that ran over people in the London Bridge with a truck, came out and started stabbing people. So far, there's been, I think, 7 fatalities. Right now, here it says 18 people remain in critical condition. Again, pure terrorist attacking, using a car first, and then using a car after, and then knife afterwards if there's no guns available. Typical ISIS 101, attack. So that happened over the weekend. Again, this was in England. Another attack here in the UK. So they're just getting more frequent at this point. And we're probably going to brush it off, and no one's going to care here uh, in the next, And also, I just want to mention that they were wearing suicide vests as well. So they were essentially they were going to get killed. So so it was pretty much going there. It was a suicide mission for them. Luckily, these didn't have actual suicide vests, or that would have been very, very messy. And I can guarantee you this is only going to continue. The funny thing is, they found one of the assailants. Um, One of the attackers was actually in a documentary about radical Islam growing in UK. It was published in 2016, just last year, and he was like one of the characters within that. Essentially, he was one of the very a Muslim extremists that was a sympathizer with ISIS, and they actually made a documentary about it. Guess what? He actually carried out his plan. Now they did nothing about it in the UK, right? Remember, what ISIS wants to do is a generational thing. It's not that they're trying to do it, a 4-year plan, a 10-year plan, a 20-year plan. It's a generational plan, right? So they're thinking at themselves as a conglomerate, and every single one person that dies essentially is adding towards the cause. So how do we eradicate something like that? How do we get rid of something like that? Where you're not thinking about yourself, you're thinking about 200 years. Maybe like you can't even put a figure on it. 200 years, essentially, until Islam is spread. They will keep trying. The ideology is still there. They will never stop. So, guys, just remember, market here opens at 9:30. My screen here is going to look a little different tomorrow because I'll be using my laptop and some other third-party devices to stream. So, again, U.S. oil. I hope U.S. oil keeps going down here. That would be great. U.S. oil opening at 9.74, down 1.22%. Pretty bad, huh? That's pretty much the lows that we had. Oh, there's okay, never mind. Yep, gold is going up a little bit here in the pre-market. So we're gonna go ahead and we probably need to let's see. Sorry, just responding to some private messages here. Biotech has been on fire, man. On fire. So guys, again, we have another report here, 9:45, another one at 10. We're just waiting for the market to open. It's 9:23 Eastern Time. Services PMI come out in 20 or 35 minutes. ISM numbers from non-manufacturing come out here in 50 minutes. So here's the chart I have for oil once again, if you haven't seen this. Good morning. So this is the plan, guys. No, thank you for joining. So this is the plan here. Um, it's a support. We had the support in oil. This support was ranging from April of 2016. So essentially, this was a year plus trend. So we did a little bear trap here. OPEC conference, OPEC news, sell the news, right? Buy the news here, sell the news, right? Drop down. We have again. If you guys missed this morning, we had that um the political essentially all the Gulf nations here, or not here, but Gulf nations in the Middle East cutting off communications with Qatar. So it's speculated that Qatar is now not going to obey OPEC, so Qatar may go ahead and produce more. This is why oil is dropping. Again, there's no military conflict yet. It's all political conflict. Um, that being said, you know we gotta watch the Middle East to see whether or not this escalates or not. Because right now they're gaining up on Qatar right now, and they're saying they're sponsoring terrorism. Even though, again, I haven't done my analysis on these, the fundamental analysis, aka, are they actually doing terrorism? I need to see the intelligence there, but I don't know where this is going to escalate to. But the price of oil is essentially reflecting that Qatar is going to go ahead and produce and pumped oil. Not according to OPEC, since of their political disagreement right now. So gold is still popping up here a little bit. Again, that $10 average move for gold would resolve in 1288 ish. Um, so 1288, and then USD JPY again we're 110.6. It's been chopping sideways here. It dropped 0.05% since we first looked at it, but we're looking at this bear flag to play out. I want to see it retest this 110.5 area, zero point 0.1 lower than it is now, eventually make its way down to 0.110, 0.146. But let me go ahead. Market's not open. We got 2 minutes until the market opens. So let me chart everything here real quick. Or I'm sorry, let me chart this measured move for this bear flag just in case it does break, so we can get a rough view of where it goes. Again, these are not meant to be 100% as accurate, but let me just get a quick snapshot here. So look, the measured move brings us to around 109.2, below 110 for sure. So let's watch for possibly it going. If this bear flag does break, let's just say target here, watch bear flag, and let's do a condition here. You know, if break, then under, under, then under 110, right? So this is our plan here for day. Watch the bear flag. It planned measured move below 110. And right now, dollar here is turning down. I already have a target here, 95.8. So what does that mean? 1 minute till the market opens. 1 minute till the market opens. What does that mean? Right, this is GXJ. GX. That means gold is going to go up. We're still not down for the $10 move. We have only made like a $2 or $3 move since the market, since the day has opened. So let's again look for that for equities here. Once the market here opens for equities, we're gonna go ahead and look. Right now equities are somewhat flat, pretty much a little bit negative here, not down by much. Watch for the gap close as soon as the market opens, and we'll take it from there. Again, this is the first full week we've had back since Memorial Day weekend. So I think Wall Street's back to fully operational condition here. See what happens. A few more seconds here. Market opens. 5 seconds. Ding, 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 ding. And they're off. Damn, my puts are making money. Gold is breaking out. Gold is breaking out, guys. Gold is breaking out. This is GDXJ. This is not GDX. This is GXJ. If you guys are here on Friday, you'd have seen that we were awfully disappointed in Nugget today. So, Nugget, we better fucking rip up today, please. Let me move my lines here. So we're broken out. Nugget, our GDXJ has broken out, guys. We still have a highway to climb. So remember again, back in February, it went up to $43. Right? If we go up to $43, 100% gain from here. That's incredible to be down that much. And last time we were at the 43 level here in GDXJ, gold was trading at 1260. So there's a lot of money to be made here. My puts are up 40 and 30%. For oil, I'm sorry, for oil. Huh. F-bomb, do you got it? Automatic watch? You know what? I need to start syncing my watch up perfectly and seeing how much time it loses. It probably loses like 10 seconds every I don't know, self winding. Obviously, I only wear automatic, aka self winding watches. Thank you, Tfal. So guys, again, 15 minutes to sit on our hands does not do anything. Let's watch. Let's watch equities. Let's watch gold. Let's watch dollar and UJ. So again, this is our conditional here um UJ here today. We're watching the bear flag. If it breaks under 110, so let's look at that. And look, and the top of the bear flag or the bottom of it, since it's a bear flag, it's that 4-hour 200 EMA around the 111.6 area. Dollar is melting here intraday. Dollar's giving up the gains it popped on here when the market opened on Sunday. Equity markets down 1.13, pretty much across the board, except for Dow Jones down 0.09%. So Nasdaq, SP 500, Dow Jones, all are down.
Hey, I want to just ask you, what broker do you use, man?
I use
I
Charles
need to get
Schwab
you.
SSE, and I don't know if that would help you because you're over there in overseas, so you might want to do some independent research on your own. I think this guy's American only, but maybe not international. If you're looking for maybe interactive brokers, they're international. I'm not sure if they would be in your country though.
Yeah, fine.
How much you pay for one
Hmm.
trade USD?
Man, it's just the thing is that I have been searching about the interactive brokers, but they have nasty platform, man. They're really bad.
The platform.
Yeah, that's fucked
So this
up.
is TradingView. Use TradingView, the one I'm using. I'll type in chat here.
Yeah, I use that. I do use that.
Oh, you do use that?
I
Okay,
do.
cool.
Yeah,
It's the nicest one, I think. If you're
yeah.
foreign and you have limited options, right? This is the internet. You get anything.
So you can connect your broker to TradingView, right?
I have my broker on another screen here. This is just trading. This is all my broker. I just have like if I'm trading GDX, right, which is gold miners, the leverage version would be
Mhm.
Nugget. So if I Nugget on my broker screen, I have GDX here on my charting. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So you just execute in their fucking platform or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
I
it
just
is.
use
Huh?
my SSE. I use my My workstation is complete different. It's like I don't execute on TradingView. I mean, but you can. If you have the right brokerage, you can
Mhm.
connect the two.
Yeah, fine.
But hey, GXJ is going up here, almost 1%, a big pop up from the beginning of the day. Again, we're looking for that 30% run. Can the 30% run come anytime soon, please? Please. Yeah, man. You guys can use CFDs. You guys can use CFDs overseas, but we can't because we suck. So the gap up and then it's moving up what? So let me look at Tesla. What is Tesla at right now? TSLA. Let's see. Gotta go much watch list. You know, I really wish virtual reality trading was like a real thing. Someone help me invent that shit. I'll supply the money. Oh, down 5%. Wow. Oh wait, down 1.3%.
Not supposed to be a good day for Tesla.
Oil, man. Oil's down. No point in investing in Tesla. Oh, and also Tesla insurance. Okay, so the news for insurance. Let me just make sure I'm not bullshitting here and fake newsing it. But I'm pretty sure they're raising the premiums for Tesla. They're raising the price for insurance for Tesla. So previously, in Teslas were insured like as if they were like, BMW 5 Series. Now they're gonna charge them like Ferraris. It's because Tesla actually have an extremely high rate of accidents, extremely high rates. It's like 30% more accidents for that type of car, the Model S, more than the average car. 30% more accidents. So that's why they're increasing insurance for that. And I'm pretty sure that's why Tesla's down here. Essentially, they're getting built as premium cars now, luxury cars, and not like just standard, no ultra luxury cars, not just standard luxury cars. So someone asked here, I'm looking to get a new computer or iMac's great for trade, good for trading. Well, depends on your budget, right? I personally don't like Macs because I think they're just overvalued. They're just, they're very expensive for what they are, and for the same amount of money, you can get a PC that's twice as powerful. That being said, I would recommend any gaming laptop, anything portable gaming laptop. As long as it can display two monitors, you should be good. So you can get two externals plus the laptop screen that makes three monitors. Depending on what kind of laptop you do get, you can maybe plug up to three or even four, but you just got to make sure for two ports, two external USB, or I'm sorry, two external monitor ports is all you need with a gaming laptop. I am serious, Lex. Would you spend $2,500, $2,500 on a on an iMac, or a Mac, or would you spend like 1,500 and plus $1,000 in monitors? I'd much rather do it that way. And plus, I don't find Macs that nice. I mean, a lot of programs I use I can't use.
Best computers? No, Macs are not. They're overvalued, just like E said. And I think you're trolling.
So we have the gap up here, miners, and we have move up. We're looking for that first reversal and seeing whether it wants to close the gap. We have reports coming out in 5 minutes, guys. Dude, my MacBook crashed multiple times as well. It's not like a specific thing. That thing freezes so much. The reason my PC crashed is because of a hardware problem, not a software problem. That's not true. I think Macs crashed plenty of times. Yeah, so far every single computer I've had a problem with are MacBooks. In my opinion, they just don't last long. Like the charger, I bought 3 chargers for my MacBook because each one of them decides to fail and die. I've never had that happen on any Windows laptop. It's like we're not arguing about politics, we're arguing about Apple products. So dollar is still heading down here. UJ is heading down as well. Um, dollar is also making a bear flag, but for this case, let's pay attention with just UJ for now. Again, the measure move here. How do I get my measure move? The length of the pole. Let's actually be a little more conservative here, right? Let's just go from this wick to that bottom. Be a little more conservative here. So maybe this 109.4 ish. Let's do 0.5. Let's be a little conservative. So I'm doing some little charting before before the 9:45 report comes in. Ooh, Nugget just filled a gap. Nugget is negative. WTF? What's going on here? Nugget is negative here. JNug barely positive. I want to see if JNug wants to fill the gap here. I'm just afraid. Usually Nugget drops first, and then JNug drops even farther and continues to drop. But I'm thinking about taking a Nugget long. If the 9:45 report drops in, let's see, 35 seconds. 35 seconds. 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds until the report. I'll grab the numbers here on my side. Report dropped. It looks like we had a gap down here for Nugget. Not sure what just happened. Let me pull up this report real quick. Oh, not Photoshop. Let's pull up this report real quick. Services PMI came out in a miss here. So everything all the data just came out was all misses. Services PMI 53.6 versus expected 54.1. Again, May services PMI numbers 53.6 versus 54.1. In 14 minutes, we have factory orders. We have ISM non-manufacturing employment, ISM non-manufacturing PMI. So we got a lot of non-manufacturing information reports coming out here along with factory orders. So pay attention for that in the next 14. I'm gonna sit on my hands for the next 14 minutes or so. I do see GXJ hitting support now. It's very fun to see Nugget. It's funny to see Ivan, your mic. It's funny to see the mic, or I'm sorry, it's funny to see Nugget here negative a third of a percent. So we gotta see what happens here. Let me switch to GX just to see what's going on here. So the breakout was contained. I wonder what they need to see in gold before they actually bring in miners. Do they really hate miners this much? I'm not sure why. Right. SPX is here dipping, but Nasdaq is recovering, only down a fraction. Guys, U.S. oil is slipping as well. It keeps on slipping, so let's just keep on seeing where this wants to go here. It's near the lows of the day. Want to see whether or not this breaks down even farther. There's a head and shoulders pattern here, but it's near bottom, so it's kind of, technically at the top, but we'll see what happens here with the head and shoulders. Whether or not it wants to double bottom here or not. Again, very disappointing to see GDX here in the negative, back to 22.7. So it's literally not moving as gold steadily goes up.
Testing my mic.
What's up?
You're audible. All right, thanks.
So Nugget here is dropping down. I'm not going to long this. Again, we have another report here in 12 minutes. And then the reports are done for the day. But right now, SPX looks flat. IWM looks to be flat. Again, both of these guys are slightly down. IMWM, which is the Russell 2000 tracker, only down slightly as well. USO bouncing on this $47 level. We got to see whether or not it wants to double bottom out here. So we're, if you guys want a long oil, you guys are thinking about it, this is probably a double bottom here technical, since the bear flag already broke down. Wants to see whether or not there's probably some kind of pivot or something like that right here. The looks of it, yep. There's definitely a buying opportunity here in oil right now. So UJ, again, we're watching for this bear flag breakdown. That's our only goal here for UJ. If you're trading UJ, that should be probably your goal here to look whether this breaks down or bottoms out here. Again, the dollar here popped overnight. It's going up. I'm gonna wait for this phone call to pass. So Nugget DXY going up here, and then it's now dropping down to 96.82. So, question: why isn't GDX responding to gold? I don't know. It's like GDXJ now is the one that's even slightly correct. So even though the GX isn't broken, it's still not acting as normal as it should. Right? There's something weird I feel like going on in GDX. Not sure why gold miners is not going up. 1280 should be increasing these guys' margin by a lot, but we'll see what happens here. GDXJ now looks to be better in technicals than GDX for sure. Still no explosion part, But this downtrend here is gone. But I think people see this possible as a bear flag. So I think what people possibly see here is this. So we have this bear flag channel here on GDXJ, which signals it can go lower. Right? essentially, I think a lot of people think this channel here is breaking down, and then this is just trying to climb back onto the channel. Again, we gotta see for that whether or not it wants to go higher from here. It's just very disappointing to see this down. All my gold correction predictions has been right, but gold miners here not working as I wanted it to, outside of my reach. And we're looking for that big move, guys. Big move. GXJ going down now. J negative turn, about to turn negative. Eight minutes for PMI. So this is no longer breakout, so we delete our notes here. Light bounce here in dollar, light bounce here in UJ. Russell here melting. IWM is here melting a little bit. So we gotta watch oil here. I think all eyes here on oil. Again, that's what the Qatar news. If you guys don't know what the news is, I said it a few times here before in the chat. But if you want to learn more about it, Google the Saudi Arabia slash Qatar QATAR. Their little political conflict going on with all centered around terrorism. Blah blah blah. It's so funny. Saudi Arabia accusing someone else of terrorism. What a joke. What a joke our world is these days. Whatever. So I'm going to keep this on oil a little bit. Let's see what happens in 6 minutes. Still staying in my hands, so I see this lack of correlation here in Nugget, or GDX and GDX and Gold. So I'm going to sit in my hands here. I might want to make an oil trade here intraday. Let's see what happens. I want to see what happens at 6. If I wanted to, I think I should be long oil right here, but I don't know. I just don't feel. I don't have a good feeling about oil here today.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Who has a good feeling about oil any day? Top of the morning to ya. Top of the morning to you, laddie. I'm with Saudis, honestly. Fuck those fucking Qatarians. Sorry if anybody's Qatarian. Qatarian. Whatever the fuck you call it.
So just waiting here. Let me go fill up my water and I'll be right back, guys. GDX going down. Sector rotation. No money's coming in. Some money to stop selling. No one likes miners. JNUG negative, JDUS positive, etc., etc. Two more minutes here, guys. Not sure what I'm looking for now today. So let's see. So miners here is unplayable because it's. I gotta keep an eye out for my miners. Everything I have is stops on it. So it should be bouncing here and support, but who knows? We can go down just a little bit more. Again, report coming here in 2 minutes. Not sure how important these reports are. I don't think these reports are that important, but we'll see. Data's out. Let me take a look. Non-manufacturing PMI missed 56.9, expected 57. ISM non-manufacturing employment. ISM non-manufacturing business activity 60.7 versus 61.8. Factory orders negative 0.2 versus expected 0.2. Negative 0.2. So one expectation, two misses. Misses on PMI. Business activity. Meet on factory orders. Already got my positions. I don't want to, be too biased here. So that's why I'm not buying here long. I'm just essentially, since my trip is coming up here, I'm making sure my positions are busted. But if I can take a short position here, I'll take it. Bounce to 47 here for oil as well.
Markets are all positive now.
SPX is almost even.
Nice little bounce here for everything. What's a stop penny? What's a non-penny? Oh, what's a non-penny stock play of the day here? At least a penny stock, Mr. Ben.
You say something about oil because oil's looking better.
Yeah, I said if you're going to long right now, it's the time to long 47 for that bounce. Again, I'm not trading oil. I'm already in oil. I just want to make sure all my trades are going quarterly. Snap down to 20.65. A little support here in dollar, a little support in UJ. GX slightly down. Gold is going up. 112.81 here. Some buyers coming in here for miners, at least JNUG. GX is trying to climb positive here. We get a nice thick green bar coming out, but if the algos want to stay true, they're going to pin this back down right now. Guys, we have the Comey thing this week. I just remembered. See, I always think for some reason that cheap oil means less expense for oil for gold miners. Ivan, that's you again. So Ivan, I hear some feedback whenever you open your mic. So, you got a pair of like headphones or anything that you can plug into your computer, like an iPod or something like that, iPhone headphone.
I just gotta change my push to talk key. I
Got it.
use the shift. So it's when I was typing, I use the shift.
I see. I can still hear myself though whenever you're talking. The feedback. I'm guessing you're just using a laptop mic.
Yeah. I'll put a headset on.
Okay. Nugget just turned slightly. No, I didn't. Dude, I don't even know what's going on, but there's a lot of cells here, and the volume here is it increasing to the right? Let's see. So pop here, back off from the lows, 31.95. Look at UJ here. UJ's okay. So UJ's pushing the lows of the flag again, guys. UJ's pushing that lows of the flag. You gotta see whether or not this breaks or not. Again, this white lines are merely estimates. Trend lines are not exact. If it does break, we gotta see whether or not it makes a new low or not. And then it's probably gonna bounce off this 110.15 level. Barb, I'll wait for a snap until it comes down to 14.16, back to its original IPO level. Until then, it's no touch for me. I wish I got in snap at the IPO prices, but again, a lot of demand for that guy. A lot of institutional demand for some reason. Yeah, a 100 sure. This is what happens when you get. I bet a third of GDP actually is created from us reading each other's blogs. A third of USD, the third of US GDP is essentially created because we look at each other's pictures and diaries posted online. Sure, sure. Fundamental analysis are pulling their hair out. $14 to $16 again. Snap. That's what I'm looking for. Snap's technology, I think, is easily replicable.
Yo, you know what I haven't heard in a while?
What's up?
Hold the door.
Hold the door. Hold the door.
We haven't had any good hold the door situations.
It's because I need a vacation.
You're
I'm
going
done
to
holding the
Vegas
fucking door, dude. I'm done holding
Aren't
that
you going
stupid
to
door.
Vegas?
I'll hold the door open if I can just come
You're
in.
going to Vegas this weekend, right?
Tonight.
Oh, tonight. There you go. That's a big occasion. Get some hook, some blow.
Probably I won't go that far, but
Hookers.
I'm probably just gonna go play some a poker tournament on Tuesday after the stream is over. That's probably gonna be it. Maybe go
That's
eat
fun.
somewhere nice, and that's it. When I get there tonight, I'm probably gonna go gambling a little bit, and then so far, okay. So in Asian culture, you know, I've said this multiple times in the past, but essentially, when people go to the casino, they expect themselves to lose money so they can get good fortune in the future. So I need to start losing
Dude,
money at the casino. Every time I've been to the casino, I've always made money. Always made money. So
I saw this Asian lady at the casino the other day, and when I tell you that I've never seen this before, like, don't get me wrong, like, for some reason, typically Asian people don't like to lose a lot of money. So if they lose like a couple $100, like a couple $100, they'll stop. Like they're very like cautious about how they spend their money. This lady went to the ATM. She was sitting next to me on like a dollar slot machine. She went to the ATM 16 times. I was more entertained by the fact as to how many times she used the ATM and paid the
probably
full
money laundering.
$25 fee. I was like, what the hell?
I've seen little old grannies with probably like 100 grand in their purse.
And then she had a black boyfriend. I was like, oh my goodness. It was so weird.
It's a karma thing.
And I must have great fucking karma.
We went on a trip this week, and one of the guys with us was Asian, and he had a couple beers, and he got really drunk. And the doctor was with us explained that Asian flushing.
Yo, zombie,
problem-
I can barely hear you.
Yeah, we can barely hear you, but I really want to hear the story.
I want to hear the story.
So, can you hear me better now?
Yeah, way
Yes,
better, 100%.
Tell us
Okay,
the
so
story.
the doctor that was with us explained it was about some kind of Asian flushing problem with alcohol, and I researched it. It's a real thing, man.
It's a
That
real
a
thing.
lot of Asian people can't handle their alcohol. Do you have that problem?
Yeah, it's like we can't break down the proteins. It's like essentially white people or other. I mean, white people have this deficiency too. Essentially, they have like two genes that break down alcohol. Asians only have one gene. Well, some Asians only get one gene, so it's not that efficient in breaking down the alcohol. That's why we get that really red face. I'm not exactly a lightweight, I would say, back in the day, but I would say that essentially the physical effects, okay, the red face is like it's there, but I get a little more sick of alcohol because of it. Like I can't like my hangovers would be worse, and it'll come real fast if I stop drinking. Uh, it's not really a nice thing to have. Essentially, it just like it makes you really sick before you get it makes you like pretty sick if you're not if you're drinking sometimes. When I say sick, I mean like as in like your head hurts, not like you're puking.
I
He got
stepped.
wiped out on one beer, man. He was obviously drunk.
It's just a difference in the genes. By the way, here's a little tip, or here's not a little tip. Here's a little quiz. What country consumes the most amount of liquor?
Germany.
We have Germany.
I-
What's
I want to
Ireland.
guess Russia.
Russia? We have Germany, Russia. What else do we have?
Ireland.
Ireland,
Probably
Russia, Germany,
Ireland.
Ireland, U.S.,
Or maybe China, maybe just strictly because of the population.
That's what I was thinking.
China. No, per person, like per capita, overall average.
I'm sticking with Russia then.
I'm pretty sure South Korea. FYI.
No.
The amount of liquor. It's either liquor or beer. I'm pretty sure it's South Korea though.
I'm looking it up. This is Estonia.
South Korea should be up there pretty high.
Kali. Because there's alcohol in their bread. They eat fermented bread out there.
Okay, South Americans drink twice as much liquor as Americans and 4 times more than Americans. The country with the worst drinking problem, South Korea. On average, South Koreans consume 14 shots of hard liquor a week. Americans 3 and Russians 6. Average of 14 shots of hard liquor a week. I'm not talking about beer. Beer is probably like some European country, but liquor definitely in South Korea. I bet you guys didn't know that. You know why? It's the work culture in South Korea. Essentially, they work themselves to death during the day. Right. Essentially, the South Koreans work themselves to death each day. So every day after work, they get to go to happy. Essentially, South Koreans love happy hour. That's pretty much it. They love happy hour too much. Yeah, but South Koreans. So someone asked, "Isn't that Japan's culture?" But South Koreans are just, they're more alcoholics than I guess Japan's. The Japanese have their little manga books to go to look at. So guys, IWM of the lows. Everything is flat here today. We're just either going slightly positive, slightly negative here for the day here. GDX is down here, down 0.13%. GXJ up 0.13%. So we see a little weird divergence in price there. We have no more reports today, but oil bounced off this 47. So I was looking for that a bounce off that round number 47, and indeed it has come. So watch out for this bear flag to form. Again, we already broke this critical support line here, right? And we already broke this one as well. So that being said, I'm still looking for this to go lower. The bounce probably came and went. Again, this is the weekly chart of GC. UJ is breaking down here. I'm gonna keep this on UJ for now, the yen, because I think the yen is very important. So we're gonna go ahead and just see what's going on here. Sorry about that, guys. We're back. I think there's something wrong with my headset or something. It's usually whenever I press like the mute button for some reason, like what? My account is fucking broken. I cannot connect to Schwab. Ugh. What's going on here? There we go. There we go. Cool. Well, I cannot connect to my brokerage right now. This is weird. I've never had this happen to before. Anyone else locked out Schwab right now? Or is it just me? I should not be locked out Schwab right now. What the hell, Schwab? Come on. Alright, so I'm definitely not making any trades right now. Nugget still GX flirting with that open. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and see what happens. I can log in, it's just like it's not giving me any feed. This is the first time I've experienced something like this for a while. I usually never experience this. Oh, there we go. It's back. It is back. Or it's just doing a little thing. It's again. This is a. I gotta work. It's Brian. I found out that logging off and then exiting the whole program and then come back in. That worked. Gold is still around here. This $1 range, 1281, 1280 ish on my CFD. UJ breaking down here, guys. UJ breaking down the flag. We should see gold here pop a little bit. Let's see if it does. It does pop a little bit. A few more cents to the upside. Dollars coming down. Dollars coming down. Shout it out if you see the equities come down. I don't have my eyes everywhere, but shout it out if you see like oil, equities, or anything else going down, going up, any big data or anything like that, any news, shout it out. So we're finally getting some moves here. Come on, UJ, come down here, buddy. Man, Remember, I was like at the top here. I was like, oh, maybe I should short UJ right here through the. So I think there's a 2x UJ short, right? 2x UJ short could be up 30%. It goes down to 100, below 100. I don't believe the Japanese are that weak. I have some hope in the Japanese economy. SPY's XPX futures red. NASDAQ slightly positive. Dow Jones slightly negative. Again, SPX is also just slightly negative right now. So no new high yet for today. No new high. We might do what we did the other day, consolidate today, breakout Tuesday or something like that. Oh, my quads are sore. Nugget here, just about even for the day. Everything is pretty much flat, even though that gold opened up higher. Some bad hombres keeping this down right now. Some bad hombres. UK election this week. Patrick, let me think. I was gonna buy VIX when the VIX hits a new low. When I say new low, I mean a 2-decade low, below 9.5. Right now, the VIX is at 9.9. Right now, VIX is at 9.9. Looking to go below 9.6. Even that, it can still go below 9. It can just print an all-time low once again. But that's what I'm looking at. 9-day VIX is actually even lower than that. But again, Tesla, since Tesla, the new news today here was that they're increasing insurance for those that drive Teslas, because instead of counting them as luxury vehicles, they're now counting them as like super ultra luxury vehicles. So instead of that, BMW 5 Series insurance, it's now considered to be like a Ferrari, 30% higher insurance. Or I'm sorry, much higher insurance, but it's also because Teslas have a 30% more chance of they get into accidents statistically than the average car. 30% chance of more accidents. It might be because they're just fast. Teslas are not slow cars. They have so much the torque. Their 0 to 60 speed is just ridiculous. It's just the max speed is just not there. But they're really fast cars. Think about it. You're supplying the energy directly to two wheels, other it being on an axle, right? Like traditionally. Yeah, Teslas are fast. It's just that they can't the acceleration's faster, but their max speed is not that high. They limit out DB11. Very disappointing to see Nugget or GDX. It's just like it's like the high of this stuff is just wearing off for everyone. But here we're seeing the here. So I'm gonna draw in my lines a little bit lower. I think that should be a low for JPY. I think there's a little bounce here, but just in case there isn't, I want to get my lines in before there aren't. I'm gonna see something it's like this maybe. That's my parallel channel right there. We're essentially in one mode or TOT. Oh, Tesla and same mode. Let's take a look at TOT bonds. Bonds gap down slightly, 0.5%. Pretty big gap down, considering it went up over 1%. U.S. oil giving up its gains, guys. U.S. oil giving up its gains.
Markets are back to positive.
Back to positive. Yep. So right now it's a tug of war in miners. SPX relatively flat. Everything equities are flat. U.S. oil here is, it popped up to almost 47.40, almost 40 cent pop from the bottom. Now it's at 47.16. TOT again down here. It was trying to do the head and shoulders pattern. It might chop sideways here and then eventually go up, or it goes down. Buffalo Wild Wings. Remember, we're talking a lot of crap on Buffalo Wild Wings. A lot of chicken imitators out there. Let's see if there's any news on Buffalo Wild Wings B-dubs. Right? What is their actually ticker? What is Buffalo Wild Wings' ticker? BWLD. No news on that time. Let's see, last 24 hours. No. No news. It's just down 4%. Is it just literally just down 5% because it is? There's a head and shoulders there's a head and shoulders of Buffalo Wild Wings.
Testing.
What's up?
I'm using my iPod right now. Don't know if my sound is clear or no.
It's good. It's much better
Good.
than before. I can't hear myself, so that's a great huge improvement. What are you trading here today, Ivan?
Mainly I trade forex.
What are you trading UJ right now? What trading
No, I was short pound US.
the pound US?
Yes.
Gotcha. Let me know if you see anything happening in Forex. Let us know here, because I don't look at all the Forex pairs. So looks like you are. Anything that's unusual or anything interesting coming up, just let us know.
Probably short Euro Aussie or Euro CAD. That's the price is already overstretched, and it seems like it's gonna break the trend line. If it does, then it will go through to 148.
I think the Canadian dollar is coming down. Granted, if oil doesn't bounce here. It's just oil's looking really weak. It had that little pop this morning. It's kind of faded off the whole pop. Nuggets going down as well. It's very what Greg said about oil and gold miners makes me think there might be actually a correlation there. And I have to check that correlation a little later today. Yeah, the Buffalo Wild Wings is down 4.92. No, I don't see any news here for Wild Wings. B-dubs. Nuggets coming down. Nugget unable to hold. EJ's going sideways.
UJ and dollars getting a pop.
Look at oil. So gold miners popped back in May, early May. Let's see if oil popped in May too. I'm just very curious about this oil. Interesting. So miners popped here in May and went up, and miners here popped in early May and went up. So is that why? Is that really why it's oil? I honestly thought that oil and gold would have inverse correlation. It's November 14. So what happened November 14? Damn, November 14-ish. So it did pick up there too as well. And we hit the highs here around February 8th. Let's look at oil. February 8th, we were somewhere near highs. Interesting though. I'm gonna put the correlation coefficient since Third Man taught me that. I'm gonna go back to GC futures. I'm gonna try to correlate that with correlation coefficient CL1, like crude futures. And instead of daily, I'm gonna use the hours. Like, have they been correlating recently though? I just want to see what these are. So back here since June. Right now they're not really correlating that much. CL1. Oh, I'm sorry, it's miners. It's miners. Right, look at this correlation here. Always one. Ugh. You know what? Instead of CO, because there's gaps in CO, we're gonna use USO instead. Yup, there's definitely some kind of correlation here. So I'm correlating GXJ with USO here, which is the oil ETF. I notice how the correlation is almost 1 right here. Right. Other times usually 0. No. But recently it's been correlating with oil. When I say recently, the last 2 months, so April, May, June. Oh. Interesting. Yo, Ivan, your mic's on. Ivan the Great, your mic is on.
All right, let me see if I can change this
Yo,
to.
do you maybe the middle mouse? I click down on the middle mouse. Would be a better push to talk than shift.
No, I'm using the iPod.
Okay. Avoid
I'll
the
just
noise
change it
gate.
to push to talk then.
Yep. Ivan. I never heard an Asian guy with the first name Ivan before. It's a first. I've seen plenty of Erics, Derek's, no Ivans.
Yeah, my roommate in college, he was expecting a Russian guy coming in as a roommate, but when I come in, it's like, what? Asian?
Are you from like Asia? Or are you, from the United States? Or Canada?
I'm in the U.S. I was born here, but I was raised in Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Um,
Okay. Indonesia having some terrorist threats. Oh no, that was the casino, right? That was Indonesia, not the yeah. What is this garbage doing? Nuggets is garbage. Not liking Nugget here, guys. I'm about to close out my swing here. I think it just doesn't look good. Does not look good. J Nugget's now negative. It's because I think we're hitting highs here for gold and definitely be a retrace. I don't know if a retrace would just destroy, wreck gold, So far, so far we had the gap up, reversal, and the reversal is still happening. There's no buyers here. It's just as the pattern ends, there's very light volume at the end of a pattern. This is just the lightest volume you can come by. Let's see a data put call ratio here. Put call ratio 0.76, very imbalanced again to the call side. Equities are just barely positive, if not flat for the day. Nugget is down 1.5%. Jesus.
There's a big gap for Nugget coming up.
I see the Nugget gap has already been filled.
There's one for JNUG or GDXJ. Like 3169.
Dude, now it just looks like to me it wants to do a head and shoulders now. If it anything on the 1 hour chart. I don't know, something like that. We gotta see a bombing actually on this today though. It'll be a 3-day. It should be in this. It should be a 3-day if so. I just really wish we don't trade like this for the next 2 weeks. USO again just marginally off its lows. So if gold retraces from the level we are today, what does that mean for gold miners? That's the question. There's two scenarios I'm thinking about in my head. The first scenario is that when gold miners, they're gonna drop hard if gold even retraces a little bit. Why? Because we see gold up, $10 a day, and gold miners staying flat or slightly positive, which is very pathetic of gold miners. So that's one possible scenario. The fact that when gold goes down just a little bit on a retracement, I'm talking about like a $50 retracement, I'm talking about like maybe a $10, $15, $20 retracement, will gold miners go down exponentially? Or will gold miners stay flat as gold goes down? Those are the questions, right? Those are the questions.
I know you're busy, but when you have time, I sent you an article. It's something that you basically have said a few days ago, and it just correlates with what you said. You might be right.
Was that it came out on June 2nd, 3 days ago.
Yeah, so it's new, it's relevant. You might need to skip down like midway through. I think there's just BS at the beginning.
I'm reading the article out. It's getting from zero hedge, so I'm gonna take it lightly.
Fair enough. It just again
I'm
towards
reading.
the
I'm reading it right now. I'm reading it right now. But I'm
okay.
just warning when I repaste this to like the chat here in YouTube. This isn't like concrete information. This is zero hedge. Just because they say so doesn't mean it is so.
Yeah,
But it is
well,
good. It is good information and good insight into some at least some of the stuff they're doing. But again, their analysis, just like mine, is a throw up as well. It just all depends on if they're actually, because I don't know if they're how they're rebalancing or even how to rebalance an ETF like this. But again, that's the article that Bear Jew's talking about right now. So take a look at that if you're into the miners and such. Five-minute hammer or nugget. UJ here is trying to break down. I think UJ is going to break down here, guys. I don't think UJ is going to bounce here. It's already been trading sideways for a couple of days now. You're frozen now. Skyper just exit out. Excuse me. Just exit out and restart here, Skyper. Exit the whole thing out. Don't just log out. Schwab is dropping the ball here today. Not doing a good job. Oil shrinking down here, guys. Bitcoin's above 2,600. I think Bitcoin's might do a little double top action here. I think it's going for the double top. Right now, it's I think I would like to think there's probably divergence happening somewhere. Maybe in the 1 hour. Yep, if we go higher, there's definitely going to be divergence. No exit froze. Control Alt Delete and just kill the task. 15-minute hammer about to print in 3 minutes. If this hammer prints, I go long. Probably my only day trade of the day here. Nuggets trading at 33.52 right now. 2 minutes for the hammer, guys. 2 minutes. I know how crafty they are, so I'm going to wait till that prints. Skyper just had problems too, Brian. She just froze out. Brian, were you the guy who just got Schwab recently? I'm not. I know someone just recently did. If you did, how do you like it? It's not bad, right? It's not bad, but the charts again are I never used in other brokerages, so I can't tell from experience. But man, the charts on Schwab are like bad. You do like it? Can't see changing? It's just it's just like so the biggest pet peeve I have about anything is the flow. So if something doesn't flow right, I won't like it, right? Like if an app just isn't feels clunky, I don't like it. It's just all about how it flows. Dude, Buffalo Wild Wings still down 5%. I wonder what really happened. Yeah, I'm so glad they decreased prices here. So it looks like JNUG here is about to print a 15-minute hammer here. Notice how there's a 15-minute shooting star here in the beginning of the day. Drop it down. So there's also a hammer here, but it really there's a hammer right here as well, but it's not on resistance. So this one's actually on resistance. So JNUG is trading at a negative here, 1696, 1695. I'm gonna throw this on real quick. Bid. I heard Option Express is really bad. Yeah, dude. Remember we were talking about Buffalo Wild Wings the other day? Oh yeah, the last week. We're talking about Buffalo Wild Wings all last week. Honestly, I don't see any news here on my scanner, so I don't know what happened. Debating about buffalo chicken wings. Ow! Yo, so I was taking a little tumble here. Are they really correlated? I gotta take a little. I gotta dive deeper and do a little bit of analysis here in regards to gold miners and oil. Right. I honestly thought they were gonna be non-correlated. But oil's taking a little. Oil's back at 47 here. Oil's back at 46.99 here. Oil might be breaking down here, guys. Oil might be breaking down here. Another leg down. So just watch if this 47 breaks and it's not able to pop up above it. So I think this could be just essentially a Monday dead cat bounce. So we got that little pop this morning. Let's see where it goes from here. I think I'm gonna go long here as well. I do like that hammer. So we had a shooting star 96. 97. I'm gonna enter here at 97 for J-Nug because J-Nug actually looks not like poo poo. It's just like it's not doing what I want to do. 96, 95. I'm going 96 here. 1696. Sorry, apologize. Off. 1 second. Close window. Ooh, what's up? Ooh, my ears. XPI coming down as well. Come on, a little bit lower. All right, that's a. Let's see.
So how's it traded?
Yo, you're vibrating. You're vibrating.
Best making money today?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy something here right now. You're still echoing though. Your mic is kind of jacked.
Yeah, I'm using a laptop.
Ooh. All right, 1693. There we go. I bite that. Oh my god. No. There we go. 1693. Just a little bit. I don't feel like too hard here. So I'm looking for UJ to go lower here, guys. Looking for UJ to go lower. SPX, negative here, 0.1%. Nasdaq 0.11%, 0.04%. So we're for the Dow Jones, we're negative across the board here. Oil 46.95, going lower here. We're almost at a new low of the day. Bitcoin's up 2,600. Gold miners here. It just looks like gold is trading with oil for some reason. So while that's doing its thing, damn it. Damn it. I never would have I ever thought gold miners is correlated with oil like that until Greg brought it up. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. I just looked at the correlation. It was almost like a perfect one correlation for the last 2 months. But that was only for the last 2 months. So I have these USO puts, which are now back to the highs of the day.
LOXO.
EJ bouncing a little bit here. Oil bouncing as well. Back above 47. See what Miner's supposed to do with that. Oh, what's up, Hedgehog? And he's out. Right now, just at my entry, just messing around.